Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back to another top 10 list. This time we have top 10 favorite songs. We will eventually get to top 10 favorite bands. That will be, I think, in like 2 weeks. But I wanted to get this one out so that other folks can catch up to some of the other top 10s. I do have 10 plus 2 honorable mentions. There's a couple instances where I couldn't decide between one song or the other by a particular band, and you'll see later on. Also, some of these are like, for me, they're my favorite because of they remind me of something personal or something that happened to me, and I don't want to go into that. So I'm going to disclaimer that right here at the beginning. So let's get on with the top. Well, the two honorable mentions, 3 honorable mentions, because the first one is Sister Golden Hair by America. I love that song. I don't even know why. I think it's just because I really like the rhyming meter that's going on, and the choice of words. It's to me, it's really clever the way some of the lines are. I think that's about it. It doesn't really have anything other than that going for it for me, but I really do like it, and I play it probably at least every Sunday at the very least when we're in the car coming back from church or something like that. I think there's a little bit of the church thing in there as well. Next, I've got 2 from Dire Straits because I couldn't pick which one, either Romeo and Juliet or On Every Street. They didn't make the top 10, but I do listen to them a lot, and that's another thing. These songs are like my go-to. I literally went through my phone and checked what songs I listened to the most, and these were the ones. And then I just came up with the list in the way how much I like them. There's a couple at the top that they just no question of the order. Next, at number 10, Chris Ree's "Fool If You Think It's Over." Everything he did was phenomenal, but that was like the first song I heard and really put me on him on my radar. So there's that. Plus, with him passing last December, I've been listening to a lot more of him. But every time I want to do that, it's like the first one that I play, even if it's not the first track on the first CD. I'll hit that up on my phone, and then I'll play 1 or 2 of his CDs. Then there's a couple here that you never hear me talk about, but they're just top 10 favorites. But one thing about them, I noticed a long time ago, there's something about the guitars in these next, I think, trio of songs that just like sends chills up my spine and just hits me a certain way. A lot of these, I heard them the first time like I was like really, really young, and they just stuck with me. And the first of those at number 9 is Jefferson Starship's "Winds of Change." Something about the guitars and the lyrics. I literally don't like any other song by that band. Not a fan, but that song, if I hear that song, everybody in the car better shut the hell up. If it's on the radio or something, just shut the hell up, or bad things will happen. Next one, another song like that. I do like this band, and there are quite a few songs of theirs that I like, but this one's like my before game song. It's Kansas Play the Game. I love that song. Same thing with the guitars, the whole bit. It was really big on MTV for a while. That's where I first heard it. I'm like, oh my god, we got to play this before the game, and so I do. Next one, another one, probably literally one of my oldest favorites. Goes back so far back, even before MTV, but then MTV put made the video, and For the longest time, I thought it was a completely different band. I couldn't remember what the band was, and thanks to YouTube, I was able to find out. And that is the Little River Band's song, "The Night Owl." I absolutely, the guitars in that just freaking, just do it for me. And as you guys all know, I used to stay up late doing unmentionable things. Literally, a good portion of my life, I was up all night. So that one's there. Next one, coming in at number 6, and we've talked about this one before. The Eagles, "One of These Nights," favorite song by them, and one of my favorite songs. I love everything about it. It's just a phenomenal song. Next one at number 5, that's me and Jackie's song. He don't know it. Maybe he does, but he don't want to, say anything about it. But he plays it. I hear him play it. Sometimes he picks it on the ride home or when we're in the car. That's ELO's "Mr. Blue Sky." If that song don't get you, put a smile on your face or spring in your step when you're down, what are you doing with your life? Next one I'm pretty certain nobody here has ever heard of, let alone, if I said his name, most of you probably wouldn't know who I'm talking about. But that's Buck Dharma. He was the lead guitarist. He's also the singer, one of the singers for Blue Oyster Cult, and he sang songs like "Don't Fear the Reaper," Godzilla. One of the singers on Godzilla, and he had a solo album that was really, really hard to find for a long time, and then it was really easy to find, and now it's super easy to find, and there's more stuff of his out there. But he was just a phenomenal musician, the editor of Guitar Magazine for over a decade, and he wrote a song called "That Summer Night." Again, the guitars, since he wrote everything on it, it's freaking amazing. But the dual electric guitars on that, just one of my probably literally my favorite guitar work of all time. Coming in at number 3 is "Golden Earrings, Distant Love." Personal thing. You can go listen to it if you want. It's just one of their most, you could just feel the pain and the other emotions in that song. Just gets me right here. Always has, always will. Coming in at number 2, not number 1 like most of you might think, is a couple of Blue Oyster Cult songs. The first is either "The Vigil," which was the very first song I ever heard from them, off a 1977 album that's really got some just really questionable choices on the inside cover photograph. Just like, did you guys really dress like that? Did you really not look in the mirror? Because the album's actually called Mirrors. Did you really not look? Like, one of the guys in there looks like normal. Everybody else, 2 guys look normal. Everybody else looks like they were literally hanging out at the Blue Oyster, just saying. And then the other song is "Astronomy," and there's several different versions of that, and I couldn't pick which one's my favorite, but it is my second favorite of their songs, and tied with The Vigil. Still my favorite band. But then comes number 1. I'm going to give you guys a minute to guess. I'm sure nobody will guess this, but this is literally the very first song I ever learned all the words to at a very, very young age. We were singing this song. I remember distinctly hearing this song when I was about 3 years old, when I lived in these apartments in, let's just say, Hollywood, California. And I still think it's one of the most amazingly written songs when it comes to the lyrics. Just absolutely awesome. And that's Don McLean's "American Pie." Favorite song of all time. I don't get to hear it enough. I do have the album, but it's one of those songs that, I've literally heard more than any other song ever, so I'm okay, but it's still always going to be number 1 for me. So what are your favorite songs, guys, gals? Go ahead and make your lists. You want to put them in here, that's cool. A lot of people have been doing that. I'd love to see your your actual videos. I just watched a couple from Married with Gaming today. It's a lot more fun to watch other people's lists and get a little backstory, get a little info. At the very least, see the emotion on your guys' face when you talk about these songs. I pick up a lot of information, clues about you guys when I watch these videos and when I see and can feel the emotion and the joy or the excitement or what have you when you talk about your favorites. Someone asked me if we should do the opposite, like top most hated this, most hated that, and we're going to do one. We're going to do one next week, but it's not what you think. But stay tuned because it's going to be a fun one. Maybe as challenging as the last one of a similar vein, but that's what I've got for you guys this morning. Something a little light, something a little fun. Make your videos, make your lists, share with us your favorite songs, and who knows, maybe some of those songs will become some of our favorite songs, and that's really what it's all about, is sharing little things that we enjoy with each other. So I will see you guys tomorrow because it's Wednesday. This is my day off for all other internet things. I may show up on Bear or James's show if they do one, but I think Bear's taking a break and I haven't seen James do a video this week. But if they do, I'll stop in and at least say hi. Everybody else out there, have yourselves a great day. Love you guys, and as always, happy trails.